Hello everyone, my name is Siddharthi Shaha. I am a BTech in electrical engineer. I had passed my degree from IIT ISM Dhanbad in 2025 and today here I'm going to teach math. The chapter I chose for speaking is complex number. As for J point of view, that's kinda people think that's kind of tricky chapter, and but according to me, it's not. It's a pretty interesting chapter to talk about. So here I'm going to talk about complex number, and we will solve a question from that chapter. Uh, I'd like to know which language you guys will like me to carry on the lecture because I can do the lecture both in Hindi or English. But as of now, for generalization, I'm just doing it in English. But most of the time, people also feel free when I talk, like I do my lecture in Hindi. So here we go. Okay, let me share my screen. Okay, just for information, I am connected with two of my account just to make this video through Gmeet. Let's see. Share my screen. Okay, let's just go and the app I am using is a second. I'm not very much used to with this thing, but here we go. So here we're going to talk about numbers theory, number system. Okay, so number system. As of now, we talked about all real numbers. So what are the real numbers? The numbers which we can put in number line, right? So let's talk about all the number. First, we will talk about the natural number. 1, 2, 3, dot 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 to infinite. What are the numbers? Those are the all positive numbers which helps us to count things, right? Then we will talk about whole number. 0 to infinity. Those are called whole number. Okay. Then all the negative integer and all positive integer together we'll call integer number. And then we will have a rational and irrational number, of course, and all total, all those integer values plus rational and irrational number together we'll call real number. Why so? Because we can put all this number somewhere in the real number line, right? Now, why do we need to talk about complex number? As I am an electrical engineer, so as an electrical engineer point of view, it's quite important later. Like many of you will going to be in engineer, maybe in electrical department. So you will learn about Fourier series, Fourier theorem, Fourier series, Fourier transformation, right? What does it do? It basically transforms time domain to frequency domain. And why do we need to do this thing, transformation? because for some of the things, frequency domain analysis is quite easier than analyzing in time domain. That's a different whole topic. We will learn about all this thing in whole 4 years of your electrical engineering, but that is one importance I can talk about complex number. So let's just see, what does complex number do? Complex number basically based on, because that doesn't exist, square of -1 is 1, square of a +1 is also 1. So what is the square root of -1? That can't exist, right? So this thing is a imaginary number. Right? And a complex number is basically summation of a real number, not summation, sorry, combination of a real number and an imaginary number. This part of a complex number is real, so we can put it in number line, and this part, this b exactly, sorry, this b is imaginary. So the whole thing makes a complex number. What's the importance? What's the difference? First we will talk about the difference, right? What's the difference? Earlier we were putting all the numbers in a number line, right? Now what we are doing? We are putting numbers in a coordinate system, like a plane. So now we extended the number line to a number plane. We have a whole plane defining number. This x-axis, this is the real axis. We already know this is real number line, right? And this y part, what does it do? It basically represent the imaginary part. Here 1 means 1 into, sorry, means 1 into 1. Here this 1 means 1 into root over of -1. Root over of -1 is called iota, I, and it's represented by I, right? So 1 is equals to 1 I here. All this 1 in y-axis, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to infinite in y-axis calls 1 I. So 1 is basically the multiplicative constant. Is that clear? Till that point? Clear? Okay, good. So basically, from this word a plus ib, from this number a plus ib, what we can do, we can just put a number in a coordinate plane right there. You can put this number, this is a coordinate, right? A plus ib actually is representing a coordinate. This is real part, or I mean x-axis. This is imaginary part, I mean y-axis. So a comma b here, right? Good. Now we'll talk about the rest of the things. So this is something you can do. Now let's dive into something different, right? So what we are doing, basically we are putting a number to a coordinate system. Now see, let's say we are just as of now ignoring, like the same case will happen for imaginary number, like you just need to put -b for there. It's logical. We can also explain this elaborately later. So here is a number. Okay. connect it. ठीक है? What will be the magnitude of it? This will be A. This will be B. ठीक है? So what will be this magnitude? This would be root over of a square plus b square. Logical? This is called modulus. We represent complex number by z. So mod z is equals to root over of a square plus b square. Why we are doing it? Let's say this angle is theta. Let's say. So a is equals to, this is mod z, or we can call it r, because it's also the radius, right? For which we can make a, based on which we can make a circle whose modulus is same, right? Okay, we can have a range of complex number which will give the same modulus, right? Based on this radius. So this is a radius r. Okay, so a is basically r cos theta, b is r sin theta. Clear? Okay, so z is equals to a plus ib is also equals to a is r cos theta plus I sin theta. Cool. R is equal, तो अगर मैं सॉरी यहाँ भी R होगा, करेक्ट? सॉरी आई फॉरगॉट. R cos theta plus I sin theta. Clear? This is the different form which we are getting, right? Okay. Now we will talk about a very important theorem which is called De Moivre's theorem. ठीक है? Fine. So we'll talk about this thing, right? See. De Moivre's theorem says cos x plus I sin x is equals to cos of nx plus I sin of nx. Okay, let's say we are just giving an example. We'll cover this part very fast. Okay, so what are we getting? Z is equals to r cos x plus I sin x. As of now, I'm just not doing the proof part. You just can do this part very easily by putting a square. Like you can prove it, you can get good. Like if you want, you can do the thing like cos x plus I sin x. Let's say for n is equals to 1. So for n equals to 2, what I did? Okay, whole to the power of n. Sorry, I told about it, but I forgot the to the power thing. Sorry, to the power of n cos x plus I sin x to the power of whole nx is equals to cos of nx I sin of x. Is it good? I'm sorry for that I forget it. You just can do it for n is equals to 2. You can easily prove that from this key cos x plus I sin x whole square will give you the value. Sorry, this is my kind of first time in there. But we'll give it. Clear? We'll get this thing. So just for if you guys want to see the proof, you can prove it. As of now, we will just move to this part, that how we are getting this thing, right? What are we getting? Z is equals to r cos x. Very sorry. R. ठीक है? तो how we are using it, right? Then now if we want to get the nth roots, nth roots would be r to the power of 1 by n cos of x by n plus I sin of x by n. Clear now? N can be any value. R to the power of 1 by n. It's clear, right? Easy also. Take. Okay. So here I'm going to solve a question from this. Okay? Question. Solve or evaluate 1 plus I whole to the power of 1000. I'd like to give you guys time to think about it. But as of now, let me do this thing. Z is equals to, let me change the color. Z is equals to, let's say Z is equals to 1 plus I. This is a complex number. Okay? Let's convert it to polar form. That what's the polar form? The form of r cos theta plus I sin theta is the polar form. Okay? So there we are getting r is equals to root over of 1 square plus 1 square is equals to root 2. Now what will be the value of theta? Theta will be tan inverse of 1 pi by 4. Cool. This is easy. Okay. So the absolute value will be root 2. Okay. And the angle will be pi by 4. We got it? Now z to the power of 1000 is equals to r. Okay. Cos of pi by 4 plus I sin of pi by 4 to the power 1000. Okay. So what we are getting here? We're getting root 2 square. So we are getting like 2 to the power of 1 second. You can do this. ठीक है? What is the value we are getting from there? This is all the obvious things we are doing, right? So this will be 1 plus I into 0. The value will be root over of 2 to the power 1000. End answer. ठीक? So this is all about today's lecture. I'll hope to connect very soon. We can also have one more question like that. Like those are all very common question in JEE as well as